If you're a creative person, whether that means you're a filmmaker, a photographer, musician, or an artist, and especially if you're doing or thinking about doing YouTube, then this video is for you. And the reason I'm making this video is because something happened today that I think everyone could benefit from hearing about. On Monday, I posted a video to my channel and it's been doing really well, but I received a comment on it that, if I'm honest, it's kind of put the wind out of my sails a little bit, but I'm highlighting it because I think it really brings to light a mindset that any creative person really needs to try and avoid. Now, before I tell this story, for it to make sense, you need to know two things. Firstly, this video was made just using my phone and a GoPro. No microphones, no flashy equipment or anything. And that was specifically for a challenge to myself to prove that you can still make a decent YouTube video if you've only got basic stuff. The second thing you need to know is that I'm pretty sure the person that left this comment did not have that context. So I get this comment, and first of all, I was like, whoa, okay, that's a lot. I'm not going to read the whole thing out because it's a bit long, but here's the gist of what this person said. I've actually had to write it down so that I don't forget. Firstly, gear is important and my phone was not good enough to make a good video. Secondly, the editing was unprofessional. Thirdly, the audio at times was poor. That's a fair point. I was using my phone. Fourthly, I should maybe just stick to making vlogs. Fifthly, the message of the video was cringy and generic. And the final point, my time would be better spent learning the craft of filmmaking properly rather than trying to make these philosophical filmmaker videos. Now, I'm not highlighting this comment because I want anyone to go find it and give this person a hard time. I don't want that at all. I actually want people to feel like they can criticize and give me constructive feedback on what I make. But I'm highlighting it because this person was both absolutely right in what they said, but also completely wrong at the same time. Let me explain. Okay, so I've skipped out things like opinions, like the message of the video was cringy and generic, but on a technical standpoint, this is what the person was saying. Smartphone camera not good enough. It was only very basic editing, it wasn't perfect. The audio definitely wasn't perfect. And I should learn more about filmmaking before I decide to start teaching others. Context matters. If we're talking in a professional context, then this all makes a lot of sense. If I was doing a professional job, a smartphone camera wouldn't be good enough. It wouldn't be good enough to hand someone something that was only very basically edited. You would want great audio. And if you were going to teach others how to edit things or film make to a professional level, you would need to know more than I knew if you were going to teach someone how to enter the field professionally. However, this is not the context of the video I made. The context of the video I made is YouTube. If we take this in the context of YouTube, then a smartphone camera is definitely good enough. It's okay to only basically edit things as long as you do it as well as you can. The audio doesn't have to be perfect if you've prioritized telling a good story. And you don't need to know everything there is to know about filmmaking before you start teaching others the basics on YouTube. Now, like I said, I don't think this person was trying to be mean, but the overall tone of their comment was pretty negative, to be fair. And in the context of YouTube, this idea of not even putting yourself out there until you're at a professional level of knowledge and experience and you've bought thousands of pounds or thousands of dollars worth of equipment, it just goes against everything that I believe when it comes to learning and developing skills and being creative. But let's be real though, this is the internet, so if you're going to put yourself out there, you do open yourself up to the scrutiny of other people. And I think that that's important. Like I said, I think people should be able to criticize and feel that they can offer constructive feedback on the work that you do. And it's important for people like you and me, creative people, to be able to take constructive criticism. For example, maybe I will start vlogging. But I think it's an even more important skill for people like you and me to be able to recognize which criticisms to take on board and which criticisms to disregard. If all you've got is your phone, then yeah, maybe don't start freelancing as a cinematographer just yet, but definitely do get on YouTube. Don't be put off by any negative remarks. Do develop a thick skin. If you're going to respond to people, do it kindly or not at all. But most importantly, keep going and keep creating things. It's the only way that you're going to truly learn. Now, I'm going to be very honest with you. I may not be a beginner filmmaker, but I'm certainly not at a professional level yet. I'm still learning stuff every single day. And this isn't my full-time job yet. It's a sideline. I make a little bit of money off of it, but I've not been able to stop doing what I actually do, which is cleaning windows. But what I am doing is I am improving, I am getting better, and I want to share my progress with you so that you can see the things that I do right, the things that I do wrong, and hopefully you can get something from that and it can be helpful to you with whatever you're doing. So I'm not going anywhere. In fact, I'm just getting started. And on that note, if you feel like you're struggling to get started, then here's a 2-minute quick, generic, cringy, motivational, philosophical content creator video that you can watch to maybe give yourself a bit of a boost.